I shall take you back with me to the early 70s when Srimati Mrs. Ratanlal was living in Trai Vrindavan, and every time Swami came there, it was she who served him his food, cooked and served him his meal. So it was understood that she should not be disturbed, and not many people were allowed into her home, as is the ashram rule. Mrs. Ratanlal took a great liking to Amma's singing, and often after bhajan, she would call her and say, "Will you sing that for me? Because I hardly come for darshan or bhajan, but I heard today that that particular bhajan you sang was very nice." And Amma would consider it a great honor and privilege, and she would sit there, take Mrs. Ratanlal's tanpura and sing that bhajan for her, and then come home to her house in Prashant Extension. One such Sunday morning, just before bhajan was to begin, Mrs. Ratanlal sent for Amma and said, "Parvati, today don't forget to come after bhajan. Sing something for me." And Amma said, "You know, Amma, a bhajan has just been born, and I feel chosen by the Lord as his instrument. These are not bhajans I am composing. I cannot take credit for anything. It is he. It is Swami the Krishna who's playing his flute through me. He has used me as his instrument, and I feel very honored, privileged to be chosen." And Mrs. Ratanlal said, "Abhi aao na, come, there is still time for bhajan. Come and sit and sing it quickly for me. Let me hear it." And Amma went and sat there. And this is the bhajan that was born that morning. Rasavilola Nandalala, Radha Madhava Nandalala, Rasavilola Nandalala, Nanda Kishora Nandalala, 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 Nanda Kishora Nandalala, Navanita Chora Nandalala, Ye Navanita Chora Nandalala, Nandalala, Sai Nandalala, Nandalala, Sai Nandalala, Rasavilola Nandalala. And as Amma had sung 2 lines, suddenly she felt a hand on her shoulder. She was looking in front and seeing Mrs. Ratanlal cooking in the kitchen. And when she felt this hand on her shoulder and turned around, she saw Swami standing there and she froze. I can imagine what a moment that was. She looked up and he was smiling down at her and said, "Pad, radio singer, Anandama Padu Bhagwan, Swami ki Padu." And he turned and sat on the jhula there. And Amma sang Rasavilola Nandalala as Swami was on that swing. Her Krishna sat on the jhula and heard this Rasavilola Nandalala. So it remained one of her very cherished bhajans, one of her most memorable bhajans, as she had sung it directly to Swami. And I think it is sung all over the world with great joy.